This Friday, we will have our first roster update that will include player upgrades. Now, a player can go ahead and jump a tier. He might stay within the same tier and just jump overalls, or they can downgrade tiers or stay in the same tier and just go ahead and drop overalls. Now, a lot of the players that you will see in this predictions video are not players that will be included in a lot of predictions video in YouTube in general, because I try to single out players that are quietly basically outperforming the rest and have a chance of an upgrade, rather than telling you the obvious Corbin Burns to invest in where his card is already inflated, and then if you do invest in it, you're gonna be hit with such harsh reality when you find out that once the upgrade goes through, his card doesn't actually jump in price to even higher than that. It usually drops because everyone is trying to get rid of that card inside the community market. So instead of me telling you the obvious, you're going to see that a lot of players that are obvious contenders to get upgraded are not going to be included in this video. But I'm always responding to you all in the comment section. So if you want me to talk to you about any player in particular, you can go ahead and leave it down in the comment section. If my voice sounds a little bit off, or the way I'm speaking is a little bit off, I currently have a halls inside my mouth, pause, because of course, you know, I got a little bit of allergies, etc. I've been sneezing nonstop, and I said in order for me to make this video, you get the lingo. I ain't gonna say it again. Regardless of that, as always, we're aiming for 10,000 subscribers in the month of April, and we're so close, so close. So make sure if you're new here, you hit that red subscribe button, turn on that channel notification bell, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. We even got TikTok. Make sure you go ahead and check me out there as well. And if you want to become a member of the channel, which is basically like a Twitch sub, it's going to be important, especially for when I start streaming. It's going to tell me how long you've been a member of the channel, basically, and I will upgrade badges, etc., and make it look all nice and cute, you know. So if you want to do that, just click on the join next to the red subscribe button, or you can click on the description and there's a link that will say become a loyalty member, and then the link will be below it. Last but not least, make sure you also check out the community tab, interact with me there, especially if you're a member. You get exclusive sneak peeks on things I'm working on or the roster update predictions. Also, more Bhlademyst, subscribe to my other 2 YouTube channels, and then last but not least, let's dive into it. So we're starting it off with Joe Musgrove, or Musgrove, however you pronounce it. We're starting it off with him. Now he's selling for about 565 stubs. I believe that's a good price. I don't think that he's gonna make the entire jump to gold, but he's gonna come pretty close to it, and there is also a chance that he does go and make the entire jump to gold. Now he has just thrown a no-hitter, which is amazing, but what he's doing currently is he's outperforming his 3-year averages when it comes to his hits per 9, Ks per 9, walks per 9, and home runs per 9. But a no-hitter, of course, will do that to you, so that is to be expected. Now if he continues to keep this up, which to me seems to be very likely since he pitched well against the Dodgers as well, I can definitely see him as a long-term investment you hold for gold. So you can invest in him right now, buy him at 500 stubs a pop, and then when he does get close to gold, or he's about to turn gold, you're going to be able to quick sell him as soon as he turns gold for 1K and basically make roughly 400 stubs profit per sell. Or if you wait for Thursday night before he's predicted to go gold, you can actually sell him in the community market, and each sell order, just make sure you're making more than 1K at, and if you're doing that, you're going to be making a profit on top of what you would be making if you were to quick sell him. So Joe, definitely a guy I'm keeping my eye on, is someone you should invest in. Next up on the list, his name is Tyler, and everybody loves him. His price has inflated even more because everybody knows that he has a good opportunity to go gold. I have him at a 79 to 80 overall as well. Same thing as Joe. His hits per 9, better. K per 9, better. Walk per 9, better. Home run per 9, better. Each and every single one of the 4 core attributes to get a pitcher upgraded, he's outperforming his 3-year averages at as well. I have him at a 79/80 overall. I think that he is more likely than Joe to actually get the gold, but at the same time, it's because he is closer to gold than Joe is. But both of them are candidates to go ahead and be upgraded to gold. Next up on the list, he's not going to be someone that's too expensive, I'd hope. Well, he's over 100 stubs right now, but his price should continue increasing, especially after this video is made. Like, the prices will jump, I'm telling you that right now. So he's outperforming his averages when it comes to hits per 9, Ks per 9. He's not outperforming, so he's not getting anything added to that. Walks per 9, he's outperforming. Home runs per 9, he's outperforming. If I see him make a jump, it's going to be to 76, 77 overall. Does he have a chance of going gold? Yes, I believe that his path to gold is getting his Ks per 9 up. If he starts striking out more hitters, which is possible because his Ks per 9, he's underperforming from what he does regularly. So if he starts striking out more hitters and starts basically pitching how he normally does while maintaining those improvements to all the other attributes, I think that he definitely is a candidate for the Tigers to go gold, especially a team that has no gold on their team. Michael Pineda, that is going to be the next one on the list. And I'm not even sure if his name is Pineda, like if that's how people say it in English. I know it's Michael Pineda. So Michael Pineda, when we look at him, you say to yourself, does he have a chance of going silver? And yes, he absolutely does. His hits per 9, he's performing above average. His Ks per 9, he's performing above average. His walks per 9, he's performing above average. The only place where I do not see them touching at all is his home runs per 9. I say they give him small increments that will go ahead and turn him silver. Another player you should go ahead and invest in. And right now he's under 100 stubs. So if he's under 100 stubs, that means that you're at least gonna be making a little bit of stubs. And if you buy him in bunches, which, just in case you're wondering, how do you buy multiple players at once? You just go ahead, create a buy order, put the price of your buy order at whatever you want. If you want your buy order to be the first one, then you have to put it one above whatever the sellable is, and then you just do that non-stop. Whatever price you want to put it at, you just do it non-stop, and it's going to tell you how many quantities you have put so far on the right side. That's how you do it, just in case you're wondering. So, Freddie Peralta. When we're talking about Freddie Peralta, that kid is a monster. Just like Pineda, we have another Dominican pitcher. Now, in terms of 3-year averages, he's outperforming his hits per 9, definitely outperforming his Ks per 9. Now, his walks per 9, yikes. He needs work there. If he's able to maintain that K per 9 and then decrease the number that he currently has for his walks per 9, and at the same time, either keep that home run per 9 where it's at or decrease it, I see without an issue him going gold. So definitely someone that you also want to invest in. He's right now selling for 408 stubs. To me, that's a steal right now. So you better go ahead, pick him up a ton. Next up on the list is going to be, as of right now, the league leader in wins is going to be Steven. Now, Steven most likely not going to jump to gold in this update clearly. Does he have a chance at gold? I say it's very unlikely, but you never know what happens in 2021. Maybe he has a Cy Young caliber year. But what I would see being upgraded is his hits per 9, Ks per 9, walks per 9 is not being touched, and then home runs per 9, that could get increased as well. I have him at a 74, 75 overall, so that doesn't mean that I generally believe that he's going to make that jump 100% to silver, but he could, and if he does, he's going to go up in price in terms of his sell now and buy now, so he is going to be another person that she would like to go ahead and keep an eye on. But as I've said previously, and I will keep on repeating, if the price of that player Thursday night is higher than his quick sell value, and it is higher than that by a lot, you want to sell that player right then and there, because his price is going to drop if he gets upgraded, and it's going to drop even faster if he doesn't get upgraded. I'm telling you all that right now, because everyone is just going to be trying to get rid of that player. Now, from the Cincinnati Reds, we have Tyler. Now, Tyler, unfortunately, he's not really someone that you can jump in and just make a profit, even if he does go silver. But I don't have him here for you to go ahead and sell at silver. I have him here because I want you to buy him and then hold for gold. Because this kid right here, hits per 9, Ks per 9, both of them outperforming. Home runs per 9, or walks per 9, excuse me. That's the only stat where he's not outperforming at. And then home runs per 9, he's outperforming as well. If he gets an upgrade, I see 77, 78 overall, and then hold for gold, because he is definitely someone I could see hitting that. And then most of these players you see here that I'm mentioning right now, I will tell you when to sell them if I don't believe they can reach the next tier, or if I don't believe that in the future they will not get an update. But as of right now, each and every single player that I'm showing you right now, even if they don't get the update in this roster update, I 100% believe that eventually down the line, they will get a roster update or player upgrade, and they will jump the overalls that I'm predicting right now. I promise you all that I believe that with everything in me, because I've basically written down, taking the stats into consideration and everything. And in previous years, like, my percentage of predictions is so high you wouldn't even believe it yourself. So Jose Berrios, he's selling for 500 stubs. I see him going back to gold soon, like 100%. His hits per 9, he's outperforming. Ks per 9, he's outperforming. Walks per 9, that's where he's struggling at. And then home runs per 9, he's outperforming too. I see him jumping back to 79, 80 overall. I would say gold 100% very soon. Another player, he's selling for 500 stubs. Someone else you got to invest in. I don't even know how you let him drop to silver and not go ahead and pick up at least 10 of him. It's only 5K. That's what you would be spending for a diamond if you were quick selling them regardless. Now Julio, a lot of people are high on Julio. Now his hits per 9, unfortunately, he would most likely get that decreased if he were to get upgraded in his Ks per 9, which he's improved at, walks per 9, which he has also improved at, and home runs per 9, which he has also improved at. The reason why he would get decreased in terms of hits per 9 is because right now it's either A, on par, or B, above his average. And if that's the case, then clearly it's way too high, especially for someone that allows 7 to 8 hits a game. It's way too high compared to his average. So in order to raise those other attributes, I believe they would decrease some of his hits per 9. Do I believe he still goes gold? I think it's a high possibility, but I'm not 100% certain. I definitely believe it's possible though, but I'm not 100% certain right there. But definitely someone else you can invest in, because he's selling for 800 stubs. So if he goes gold, you're gonna make a profit. If he doesn't go gold, then you better sell that sucker on Thursday night. Next up is going to be a common. So this is for those that don't have a ton of stubs to go ahead and spend. We have JP. JP, he's a 58 overall. He's outperforming in terms of hits per 9. He's outperforming in terms of K per 9. Walks per 9, he's not doing good at all. So don't even look at that. That's actually why it's so low. And then when it comes to his home runs per 9, he's doing a pretty good job as well. So I see a 63 overall to 65 overall jump. Obviously, if he hits that 65 overall, he's going to become bronze. You can quick sell him for 25 stubs. I would go ahead, and as long as he's under 25 stubs, I would go ahead and buy as much of him as I possibly could. And as of right now, you can see the orders are already jumping in for him. Next up on the list is going to be Howard. Now, originally, I thought this was Spencer Howard, but it's actually Sam Howard. Sam Howard, another player that has been doing great things. I mean, his hits per 9, he's increased it. Ks per 9, he's increased it. Home runs per 9, that right there, or walks per 9, excuse me, he hasn't really increased. It's actually A, either worse, or B, on pace with his average. And the same thing goes for his home run per 9. I see the same thing as JP. I see someone that can hit either a 63 overall or hit bronze, but definitely someone, if he's under 25 stubs, you go ahead and invest a ton in, because you can make 14 stubs a pop as of right now, or even maybe higher than that depending on where you buy him, because right now you could buy him for 10 stubs. Next up on the list is going to be Jake Mcgee. Now Jake Mcgee, he's turning it around right now with the San Francisco Giants. How he's doing it, I don't know, but he's doing it. Hits per 9, he has increased. Ks per 9, he has increased. Walks per 9, he has increased in terms of being better than his averages. Not being better as in the numbers are higher, being better as in the numbers are lower. Home runs per 9, that's the only thing that hasn't really increased. Now, I see him jumping from a 76 to a 78 overall, something along those lines, but he's definitely another candidate for hold for gold. Definitely see it in his future. So I would advise, if you go ahead and see that his price is still under 200 stubs, under 250 stubs, go ahead and invest in him, because he definitely has the opportunity to go gold in the future. Matt Barnes, another player that I believe has the opportunity to go gold in the future. I mean, he's outperforming his hits per 9, Ks per 9, walks per 9, home runs per 9. He's doing it all. He's being the best pitcher possibly available for the Boston Red Sox without even question. So definitely someone you want to take into consideration. And right now he's even selling for less than 100 stubs. So if he does go silver, you're going to be able to make bang for your buck instantly. So someone else you want to pay attention to. I do believe that he has the potential to go gold. It's just going to depend on how well he manages that walks per 9 or how many walks he even gives up during the entire season. So if you go silver, it's going to be up to you to sell. I personally wouldn't, because you'd be making a profit if you bought him for under 100 stubs. So I would just wait for him to go gold. And if I tell you to sell him, then that's when I would go ahead and get rid of him. And if you ever have a question, just go ahead and leave it down in the comment section. I'll be right back though. I gotta clean my nose. I'm telling you all, I got allergies right now. I'm leaking from my nose and everything. So Rafael Dolis right now, outperforming his hits per 9, outperforming his Ks per 9, and then walks per 9 and home runs per 9. He's not doing too hot. So those numbers most likely won't be increased, but I definitely see him as someone that can get an upgrade that takes him to 62, 63 overall. Long term though, I do see him going to bronze. So if you can buy a ton of him for 5 stubs, then when he does go bronze eventually, you'll be able to make a profit. And even if you don't want to make a profit or hold on to him till then, you can literally buy him right now for 6 stubs a pop and then just flip him in the community market and be making somewhere along the lines of like 60 stubs a profit or a sell order. Next up is going to be Trevino. He's selling for 25 stubs. I'm holding him for silver. Hits per 9 outperforming, Ks per 9 outperforming, and then everything else, home runs per 9, walks per 9, not looking too hot, but he definitely has a chance to improve that as he pitches in more and more games. I would say he gets an upgrade 72, 73 overall, and then as the season progresses, if he's able to maintain this pace, then he definitely is going to see that silver upgrade. Next up on the list is probably the most important card that I want you guys to go ahead and invest in if you get the chance, especially if you get to invest in him for 1K. I promise you all, it will not... I hate when it does that. But I promise you all, it will not be a waste of stubs, because if you buy him for 1K or close to 1K, you will always be able to quick sell him back and make that 1K back. But this kid right here, hits per 9, outperforming. Ks per 9, it's literally a 19. Like, words can't describe how well he's doing right now. Walks per 9, outperforming. Home runs per 9, outperforming. I don't even think he's giving up a home run. I see him jumping up to an 82 overall, but he definitely is someone that if he continues this, maintains this throughout the season, which he 100% can, I could see him going up to a diamond somewhere along the middle of the season. And if you're able to buy him now while he's cheap, you're going to be in great hands. Now, if you see the price inflate after this video, wait maybe a couple of hours and then the price will drop again and you can buy even more of him. So keep that in mind. Next up on the list is going to be Stanic. Not sure if he's on the Miami Marlins still. No, he's actually on the Houston Astros. How much is he selling for? He's selling for 25 stubs if you go ahead and put a buy order right now. Now, I don't understand how, considering he's outperforming his hits per 9 averages, Ks per 9 averages, walks per 9 averages, and home runs per 9 averages. I see him going up to a silver, no problem. Absolutely no problem. I mean, like, he already has great attributes. I'm pretty sure that them adding a +5 to home runs per 9 and walks per 9 would just make him a 75 regardless. But he's outperforming in terms of hits per 9 and Ks per 9. If you don't invest in him right now, you're basically losing stubs, especially if he still is at a 0, which I highly doubt, of course, because after I make this video, I know each and every single person is going to say, okay, let me go ahead and invest in him. Let me go ahead and invest in him as well. Josh from the Kansas City Royals, another player you hold for silver if he doesn't go up to 75, but hits per 9 would be getting increased, walks per 9 would be getting increased, and then home runs per 9 would be getting increased. I say he's a hold for silver. Does he have an opportunity to go gold? I say it's highly unlikely, but it is possible. I say hold for silver Thursday night. If his price is like 200, 300 stubs, then start selling each and every single one of his, because that's probably going to be a lot more than you make on Friday if you wait for him to get upgraded. Now, the reason why I did a separate hitters and pitchers is because if I didn't, the video was going to be like 40 minutes long. Now, as the season progresses, the amount of players getting upgrades and predicted are going to be much less. So in those videos, I will include both of them, just giving you guys a heads up. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to BioGhost Gaming, becoming the first member that's a loyalty Lion King inside the channel. So shout out to you. Thank you for your support. It means a lot to me. Anyways, all of you, I want you all to have a blessed day and night. Any questions, leave it down in the comment section. Stay blessed, stay positive, stay safe. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.